Mnaanza kurecord.
Yeshaanza.
Okay, welcome to today's episode. This is episode 10, the last of audio. My name is Pepper 5.
My name is Victor. Welcome to...
I already welcomed. Damn you.
Actually, so this is the last episode with us without any visuals.
Without seeing us.
So next week, you'll definitely see us. How are you? How are you doing?
We are hoping that you're well. Your week is going on well.
Mine is going on well. I have a cold, so I apologize for all the voice clearing I'll be doing throughout this episode. So I think we'll keep it a bit short because of that reason. What do you think?
We'll try keep it short and sweet. Anywho, so for all the people who've been complaining, not really complaining, but suggesting that we need video on this, your complaints have been heard, and
we have acted accordingly.
Yeah.
So next week, episode 11 is a video episide.
The beginning of something new.
Yeah, I think. Did you see that Instagram has IGTV?
Yeah, we actually wanted to talk to you about that. Like, these days, everything will have, like, there's YouTube TV, there's IGTV.
YouTube TV is expensive as fuck, though.
But we should be posting on IGTV.
IGTV, definitely. So, the people who are Instagram users, addicts maybe, IGTV, the channel name is still What Is This? What Is This Pod? You can follow us on IGTV. We'll be dropping snippets of episodes there I think before we drop the episodes, you'll have a pretty rough idea.
Sneak peek
of what we'll be discussing later on in the topics. But the audio is still available everywhere that you need it. iTunes, TuneIn, Google Podcasts. We're getting it on Castbox before the end of this week. Yeah, and very many other apps. Follow the link in our social media pages to listen to all previous episodes, and you'll definitely have a good time, and we hope that the videos will definitely improve the content. Now, this week,
before we continue further, I would like to shout out to every one of you who lives abroad. That's not in the 254. If you live outside the 254 and
diaspora.
Yeah, the diaspora. Kenyans living in the diaspora, we like to shout you out. The stats tell us that you're one of the
most
consistent and loyal listeners. So we appreciate you, and we'll find more content curated for you specifically.
Definitely.
Comment, like, just want to see, like, people. I saw there's someone from Belgium. So guys,
really?
There's someone from Belgium.
Shit, man.
I don't know who that is.
Hey,
but shout out to you. Shout out to you.
Right now.
Shout out to you. We're getting more content on board, like more stats. We'll be giving our own personal review. I mean, our What Is This general reviews, like top 5 albums, top 5 artists, and according to us.
Yeah, and also maybe news or up-to-date matters, current affairs.
Yeah, concerning the industry.
Of sorts, yeah. So, but we'll definitely still be running the podcast every Thursday on everywhere you listen to your podcasts on, plus introducing videos on YouTube. So you guys should definitely check us out.
Also, share with your colleagues.
Tell your people.
Yeah, if you think someone will be interested in such content, share with them. Don't be shy to share.
I honestly think the first.
Don't be shy to share. Don't be shy to share.
The first piece of content we should engage in is an infomercial of
what a podcast is.
What is a podcast? Yeah, because I think there has been, and even on our part, but there's a lot of ignorance, and even from our part, lack of communication on what it is that we really do.
Yeah.
For those of you still seeing us on the street and telling us about our vlog, please stop.
It's okay,
podcast, but it's okay, but it's a podcast. But we appreciate you You've had people look up to you. I have.
Yeah, personally, I've had someone told me that I like your vlogs, and I'm like, okay, thank you very much.
Somebody random just told me, and I don't know. I'm getting scared. But anyway, as we get into what we are discussing this week, it's been a long time coming to discuss this, but in this industry of ours, it is such a weird one where you find that if you don't have the right plan or a plan at all, even you might have a plan, but still you might still get caught up in this. It's where you have situations where you have one-hit wonders, and we were looking back at the maybe past 15 years or so
of the industry,
and
of our industry.
Who was here? Because this may sound very, the views we give may sound very biased, but it is because we are reminiscing on music that we grew up listening to as kids. So these are songs that we know from long ago. So the younger listeners may not know the song that we're discussing, but you should definitely check it out. But we want to talk about...
What do you think? You think like 12-year-olds listen to our podcast?
But they shouldn't be. But if you are, you're cool as fuck.
Yeah. If you are, you're an OG and you're young.
You're cool as fuck if you're listening to this. Cause
this one-hit wonders.
Mm-hmm. Is it a phenomenon?
I can't really say that, but I think they find themselves in that position due to different factors
of like having a song that hits.
Yeah,
but I feel like
they find themselves in as a one-hit wonder. Mm-hmm. They don't really aim to get there. Maybe some do, because I was watching America's Got Talent, and one person came on stage and said, "My aim in life is to be a one-hit wonder."
To just have one hit and go away.
Yeah,
that's sad. Because if you look at people like somebody like...
Let's start international stage.
No, I'm saying that's sad that you just want one hit and to go away, because I was seeing that...
I wouldn't... If my one hit was Despacito, I wouldn't mind. I
was looking at Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
And he's 85 and he's still on tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, so I think as an artist you should want that longevity. I don't know. Maybe that's me, but I'm feeling like
people.
I will want that longevity.
Different folks for different strokes.
No, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
So,
potato.
Internationally, who do you know that, or even in Africa? Is there any African song that you can remember that you only had once and?
Yeah.
Or artist you had once and.
What's this guy's name? He's from South Africa. I've forgotten his name. Anyhow.
What song?
I can't remember the name of the song.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one they speak the native language there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was DJ Cleo, Facebook. He actually even came Facebook,
yeah, I remember.
He actually even came to perform it in I can't remember when.
11, 12, 13, 14.
Probably somewhere when I was in high school.
Yeah, okay, I remember that song.
Yeah.
DJ Cleo. I was even the other days when I was wondering what happened to Liquid Deep. Do you remember Liquid Deep?
Yeah. But those are not one-hit wonders.
No, they're not one-hit wonders, but...
A couple.
They had hit. They have hits under their belt.
Yeah. But and then they wandered away. Several hit wonders.
The only thing I just... That surprises me is like what happened to them. They were here and they were really prominent.
They were like Mikasa.
They were the staple. The household name of South African house.
Yeah, they were so...
But has Mikasa ever been the household name of house?
Mikasa?
Yeah.
I don't know if I should describe their music as soul or house. Maybe a mixture,
of both. Or a mixture of very many.
Jazz. Concussion.
Yeah,
concussion, yeah.
Concussion of...
Not concussion.
Of
concussion is when someone hits your head.
Yeah, and you forget. So...
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Okay, outside Africa. I can't remember anymore.
The Watch Me Weep Nene guy.
Oh,
Silento.
Yeah.
He actually went silent. Jacked one song and he's Silento now.
But the thing with, at least internationally, is that many people can actually live off their one hit. Because you find that, like Silento, I think their songs are still being used at the NBA. They're still being used in movies.
But for how long?
I think for years and years.
What about your career? It's like having one big job and... Okay,
But
I've just told you, if
musically-
I was a musician and I had Despacito as my one hit and then I wonder,
I think
have no problem.
I call it a cycle of songs, and I think with the growing industry, arts industry in Kenya is where you begin to see the cycle taking shape. But at least when you look at songs in, like for example at Despacito, I don't think it has finished its cycle because it's yet to be heavily involved in movies. It's yet to be on TV. It's yet to be in commercials. And that's the cycle that I'm talking about. It goes from the underground world to maybe...
come on,
bubbling.
Despacito just shot up. It never went through
No,
underground.
but I'm saying, like, okay, take for example, a Fetiwap and Trap Queen in 2014.
Yeah, maybe you say that.
That bubbled underground. It would go to the clubs, then it go to the mainstream, and then it went on to the TVs, the whole cycle of and movies later on, and the cycle keeps on growing.
So you're saying the last stage of a hit is in the movies and commercials?
No, I'm not saying that's the last stage, but that's one of the stages that you should aim to reach for a song, or that many songs that are hits reach, and once they reach there, that person can be pretty much guaranteed that they'll have money for the rest of their lives, or they'll have money coming in some form of way for the rest of their lives. Now bringing it back home, I don't think we have the cycle.
The cycle is radio play,
club,
maybe now that there's Instagram, maybe dances.
Mm-hmm.
Dances, if your song has a dance to it, and
a really vital
because
element
we don't use commercials, commercials don't use artists' music.
Look at MDQ. From her album She, the song Suzy Noma was featured in the film Rafiki, and that's part of the cycle because now it's in a movie, and so that's an extra stream of income. Disconnect the movie heavily featured music from Sauti Sol.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm saying with the growing arts industry. The cycle is beginning to take shape, but until then, the only cycle that we have is from if it's being, and the thing is, it never gets played here, then there. It gets played everywhere at once because it's so small. For example, the Lamba Lolo, the Swat Namatire, as in
that actually just blew on the internet.
It actually just blew on the internet, and now it's off the internet, and now it's gone on to the club, and before soon it will be. That will be the end of that song. By next month, we won't be talking about that song. And that will be the end of that song, and we hope...
Wow, you gave it a death blow. No, you struck the last nail on the coffin.
But I don't think there will be any other... I think that will be the end of that song, but I hope those guys come back.
With a remix.
And with other songs even. That's the problem that many people do. They try to capitalize on the single and try to extend the cycle even when it's not there. Now, what are some of the songs? For me personally, some of the songs that you know that are, or people who are one-hit wonders in Kenya?
Chantel. The Tokelezea chick.
But that was very interesting. That's a very interesting case because she actually said that she didn't want to record any music. Like, she was just fooling around in the studio. And it happened. And I think that, should I call it naivety, is an ingredient of being a one-hit wonder. Like, you really do not expect this to blow, but it does. And
you're just fooling around.
Yeah, and it
actually blows.
Trap, even internationally, Fetiwap said Trap Queen was among the very first songs he recorded.
Yeah.
Post Malone said the first hip hop song he recorded by Iverson went platinum. Very many. It is multi-platinum, right?
5 times, I think 4 times platinum.
Yeah. So you see, and the fooling around just makes the song blow all of a sudden. The song is just big. I think that was the case with Chantel. and she got married to, or she became a mother and was married to the video director. There's a time they were engaged, let me say.
Okay.
To Jay Blessing,
Mm-hmm.
the current director at Churchill Show.
He is.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
why he does. I think he's off the music video. He's getting that.
Oh, congrats
money
to
from-
him.
From
Tell your wife to tokelezea. Come on.
we need more songs from her. You remember this
But
song?
that song was popping.
But I think it's just because it was silly in the most humble
Yeah,
humble of words.
The lyrics were quite a handful. Because it was talking about
Nothing.
how her boobs have tokelezead,
Mhm.
how she eats top cream and layers.
Oh wow.
And then Abbas like it just stamped, it gave her the stamp of
Yeah, authority. Yeah, like the OG
like,
stamp.
Yeah, the OG stamp, like
She got
yes
the OG
stamp.
stamp.
Yeah.
So
Do you think
So-
J is a one-hit wonder?
I thought so up to now. Up to before this episode, I thought
Maybe he
Jay
has
was
a couple of hits, but okay, do you think he is a one-hit wonder? Because actually we've not heard from him for a long time.
Where did Jay go? I think as part of the YouTube content we are creating, we should create where are they now? for those
Wow.
for those guys, because he had Dumbala in
That was his biggest hit. His biggest hit.
which there was one which was slow and there was another one which was fast. Which was slow and which was fast?
I just had the remix.
The remix is the one that had Kinama tracks and Amina.
Yeah, with very many people.
I mean, man, shout out to Amina Abdi. I just realized that she's been not holding it down, but she had a budding music career that we don't know what happened to it. She even had a song with Dr. Pizzo. Maybe she's a one-hit wonder or two-hit wonder. Can she be put in that category of having a?
But she's still
just
present. I don't know.
But her presence in the music industry was pretty short-lived.
Yeah. I don't know. Someone maybe advised her. Otherwise, who knows?
Okay.
And she got the gigs she's doing currently, like the radio and TV gigs.
She landed. Wait, she has more than one TV show, right?
Yeah, she has several TV shows. She's one of the most
Sought after
TV
presenters.
Yeah.
But okay,
Personally, I don't like her interview style.
I was going to say that. You got it out
But
of
shout
the way.
out to you.
Yeah, she's doing her thing, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Give
yeah.
some other people chances.
Okay, true. Her interview style.
People should come and displace her. That is what I'm saying.
I think time is coming.
Yeah.
There's this song called
By who?
Alasi, a guy called Alasi
Mm-hmm.
had a song called Walking Class.
Oh, yeah. That was a hit. But
He was
it's
signed
sad that
to-
he only gave us one.
He was signed to Clermont.
Damn. Sad. Probably most of these guys either lack motivation to make another hit or lack resources to make another hit. It's one of the two. Because once you've tasted fame and all that money and the attention, it's either you want it more or you don't want it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think for most of
So
these,
that's, if you don't want it at all, you lack motivation.
most of these people, if you ask me, I think it's because they really don't look at music as a career that they can pursue. So you just, as like Chantel, you're just fooling around in the studio and you have a hit. Like maybe Alasi, he just did one really good song and didn't have the energy, and or maybe I usually think, and I know for a fact, most of these guys have very many businesses they are dealing with on the side. Like they actually
Okay,
like have
so you're saying-
side hustles.
Okay.
Like maybe say not genuine careers, but like other careers that they are pursuing. So you are an economics student, but at night you run to the studio. So then the song just blows up, but you're going into the economy, you're going into the workforce as an economist. So you choose that career over music, which is a really sad state of affairs, because I think that is what happened to these guys. And some other guys who really came and disappeared were Shafi and Spice. Let me see if I got the name. Yeah, Shafi and Spice. Gia, produced by Ulopa.
Damn.
You know
that's some dicey ass nigga.
Ulopa.
Yeah. From the stories I've heard from him, and it's bad that I have to judge him from the stories I've heard, because he never came out and gave us part of the story. But
wait, is he the one who produced Gentleman?
No. Gentleman by Sauti Sol? I doubt.
There's a song.
It's okay. Musioka is part of that team, if I'm not wrong. Gentleman featuring P Unit.
Yeah.
I'm very sure Musioka is part of that team. I don't know, maybe it was joint production, maybe. Who knows? However,
or there's a song he produced for these guys.
But that was Gyal was back in 2007,
8.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Not further than that?
Or 2006, 2005. Shafi and Spice.
It sounds so...
It's actually an old song, but from those guys who are...
Where did they go to, man?
They're from Eastlands, and they're Concordies in Eastlands.
Currently?
So they were then, and from what I know is that they had the song and went back to that job.
Really?
Yeah, because...
The shows never got them out?
Because Ulopa fucked them up.
Damn, Ulopa.
Yo, as in, let me tell you, it's one thing to fuck somebody up musically. It's a whole another thing to fuck somebody up financially, where they really cannot have a livelihood because you took all their money. And somebody like that, who all of a sudden now they can't do anything with their lives. They have to go back to the life they were living, and they have a successful song. It's really sad for them. I think maybe the realities of the industry were what made them not release another song. There's now somebody who came and disappeared for real.
Like we nowhere to be seen. Like we can't talk about him.
You can never talk about him.
Do the honors.
And it's a very we may say it lightheartedly, but it's a very serious matter, because every once in a while you see the family are still concerned. But
yeah.
Caesar and Amkaukatike.
Yeah.
That was in 2003 or 2004.
That was a hot track.
That was fire.
But actually people say that he's Babu Owino reincarnated. Damn, that has never that was the funniest thing I had seen till then.
They said
they have a resemblance, a striking resemblance.
So could there be anything to that story?
Conspiracy
theory.
Yeah.
Yo, if you're a conspiracy theorist and you listen to the podcast,
I can structure one quick one, and we do a nice explainer video of why Babu Owino might be Caesar.
So there was that Caesar Amkaukatike in 2000.
That was a banger.
Was it 2004?
I can't remember when, but that was a banger.
I remember the reason why I resonated with that song, even from and I was still very young, is because it was emulating the music festival, where the video starts with him being like, "Oh, adjudicators,
yeah,"
and then
the video is bomb.
The video is also fire, as in that is actually a wild childhood memory. Then who else is this? Sema.
Yeah, Sema. One of the most promising groups in Kenya.
What was the name of the competition they were in that got them?
Coca-Cola Popstar.
Yeah, so they won that. There was Sana. And
there was another girl and another dude. I don't remember their name though. Okay. But Sana is the most successful one.
Prominent. So apparently one of the stars in the group was taken to rehab for alcoholism.
Sad.
Pam. There was Pam. There was
Kevin.
Sana.
Mm-hmm. Is it Kevin?
Kevin Waweru.
Yeah.
So there's
now it got back to me.
Pam Waithaka and Kevin Waweru. So, Leta Wimbo was their biggest song.
That was a hit.
Who produced that song?
I think Msioka. Yeah.
Oh damn.
The catalog continues.
Bruh. He has hits under
I don't know why they broke up. They should not have broken up, because from them the best example I could give of a mixed like a girl and a boy band is Elani. I haven't seen, like, most of them are usually just girls or usually just boys, just mixed. Yeah, mixed it brings that diversity. Like,
okay, there is. Yeah, but speaking of Elani, they've been talking about releasing music for. But we'll talk about that.
Those guys.
That's the next topic we're talking about. So
those guys have day jobs.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can.
Two of them are actuaries. One of them is a lawyer.
Yeah. Those guys have day jobs.
So you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, the music is not a viable career option for most of these people, but it should be. And it's because of the way the industry is set up that it's not. So there was Sanaipe Tande, Pam Waithaka, and Kevin Waweru, part of the group Sema. And they had their biggest song, which was Leta Wimbo, in 2005. It's really sad that they had such a promising career and Pam is now in rehab for alcoholism.
It's sad, man.
Say no to drugs, kids. But, I mean...
Say no to kids' drugs.
Maybe some... I don't know why many artists that I know of have fallen off because of drugs. Like, even there are many talented artists that I know, maybe in the underground scene, and they have songs.
We're not trying to turn this into an AA meeting.
No, we are not. But this guy, I think he's also a one-hit wonder.
Who?
System Yamajambas. He's called Kitusiwa. Kitusiwa. And the funniest thing about Kitusiwa, when I was in high school, the studio I used to go to, we used to go to the same studio, and I used to see him around. And, like, I mean, I don't know his situation now, but back then he seemed to be better, according to what the producer was telling me. The producer of the studio where I was telling me this guy was really in some fucked up shit with drugs after that song blew up, because all of a sudden now you have money to buy all these things. The ugly side of fame that people don't talk about. So he has money to buy all these things, and so he's just buying alcohol and drugs. And he got into a slump, and now all of a sudden he's back on the rise. He has a few mixtapes out. You guys should go check out Kitusiwa. He's one of the dopest rappers in Kenya that I know.
Kitusiwa.
Yeah, Kitusiwa.
Yeah, go check him out.
So, I mean, it's sad that we lose stars to drugs and such. But how come there are so many? And I think that in the gospel industry is where one-hit wonders go.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the most diverse industry that we have, where you can hit from anywhere with any type of song, as long as it's unique. It will.
I personally can't speak on that because I don't know. I don't have a well of knowledge
about gospel artists.
Yeah, I don't have the best knowledge about it. So maybe you can shed light on that.
On the gospel industry. But the thing with
and
the gospel...
why they can thrive on one-hit wonders.
The thing with the gospel industry... Okay, I know... Like, I personally know one artist who actually had one hit. Not one hit, like one song which really blew up. And the other songs were kind of like... But the thing with the gospel world is their shows are really consistent, because their shows come every 7 days. every Sunday. Every Sabbath somebody has to perform. And that way you can have one hit and just from that notoriety of that song, and it will just live on. Especially if you have a nice song, you'll just be called to churches and you perform every other Sunday for this what is it called? For these conferences that are there. You're just being called to go perform. So you find that the gospel artists can thrive more as compared to where there are no shows for secular artists, where you have either to create your own show or wait for an international artist to come so that you can perform. You see, that's the gospel industry in general. Speaking of the gospel industry, I've realized that there are no award shows in Kenya, or the hype for award shows is actually non-existent. I actually knew on Sunday evening that Groove Awards was happening.
Yeah, man, that's sad. I remember there used to be Chagolatinis. I actually went for one.
Chagolatinis.
I went for Chagolatinis. I think one of the last ones.
That is when it was being hosted by Insider.
Yeah, that was, at least I attended one, that generation attended one Chagolatinis.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That was dope.
Yeah.
It was it in Carnival? I can't remember where exactly.
Chagolatinis
was an award that if you won that award, that was a
prestigious award.
However, these days
there are no awards. The only awards that I know of is Groove Awards, that's gospel, and another one called Golden Mic for hip hop, Kenyan hip hop. But nobody really pays that much. Why don't we have like those credible awards? Because there are awards that if you have under your belt, people actually respect you.
I think it's because the industry is on a slump.
Mm-hmm.
Because for there to be a prestigious awards, it has to be a very thriving industry.
For example,
if you look at, let me give my perfect example. Mm-hmm. South Africa.
Yeah.
They have very prestigious awards, SAMA Awards.
What's SAMA Awards?
South African Music Awards, SAME.
Mm-hmm.
If you win that,
you actually
that year you can talk shit on your mixtape. Like no one can tell you shit because you've won Artist of the Year. If you win that, like, damn, you're really hot.
Yeah.
If here in Kenya, if you win, what do you call it? Groove. Yeah. No one. Probably I don't know Artist of the Year. Of Groove.
I don't know anything about, because you know the most surprising thing about Groove Awards, which I found disappointing after it happened, is the fact that there was actually no publicity put into it. There was no marketing put behind it. The posters for Vote for Sdio and just came out last week, like Mondays when the voting is now opened.
Maybe they came out 2 months ago.
Okay, I saw it 1 week. But
they don't create enough buzz for that.
There used to be enough buzz for that, because you used to find, there's a year I remember that TV stations, like, you know, the major ones.
Yeah.
KTN, NTV, Citizen, those major Kenyan TV stations. Saturday, you just know it's Groove Awards, and that's what we are going to watch. Nowadays, it happened. Okay. Good to know. And we are on to not even on to the next thing. We just forget.
Speaking of awards, do you know BET went down last weekend?
On Sunday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Was it Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
To Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday evening.
There were a few Africans representing.
Yeah. Sadly, my personal pick never won, and I sat 30 minutes voting for him continuously.
Oh, you voted for him?
Yeah.
On Instagram or on the website?
On BT website.
Oh, damn, that's sad. But don't worry. At least
he doesn't need a award to prove that he's the best.
The only consolation
artist
that's
in
there for
Africa.
you is that Sjava. Is that his name?
It's Java, yeah.
Yeah, he won an award. Best new African act? Or
I think so. Best new international act.
Hip hop. I think it was the hip hop award.
Even Davido won an award. I can't remember which one though.
Mm-hmm. Then tying into the BT award thing is that even that award didn't have hype.
BT.
Yeah.
It's because of World Cup. Everything overshadows.
You think it's because of the World Cup?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Definitely is. It is because of the World Cup. I can do a report thesis on that.
Here in Kenya or everywhere around the world?
Everywhere. World Cup is a big phenomenon.
It is. Especially how crazy this
World Cup I don't even know who performed. Nobody. I remember I used to watch BT
all the time.
Every year, and I used to buy the CD.
Every fucking time.
So it's because of World Cup. There's no other reason.
But I think it's okay. The World Cup might actually be a good nini. That might have.
And I hope African artists are being treated well.
No, they still presented the awards in not on the main stage.
Are you sure?
Yeah, for a fact.
Nah, do your research on that.
Okay, and then there is so while the band was away in America, he lost his son.
Really?
Yeah, his son drowned in their swimming pool.
What?
Our condolences and prayers to
Damn.
him and his family through this trying
The Coco
moment.
Master.
Yeah, he lost his son, which is really sad.
Damn, that's sad, man.
May you find comfort in this trying
times, man.
Yeah. So the sophomore slump. Sophomore slump is it a phenomenon?
Explain to us what that is.
So
Aye, bana, you can't just hit us with terms and we don't even know what those things mean, bana.
So the sophomore jinx or the sophomore slump or both at once is basically when you try give a go at something the first time and it works perfectly, but your second time around it is not so perfect or is not near the levels of the first case that you had.
Mm-hmm.
For example, Elani. Now we can dive deep into the Elani thing.
Yeah.
They released Barua ya Dunia in 2014, their debut album.
Mm-hmm.
Really amazing.
Yeah.
They had 4 or 5 songs on rotation, big songs.
Yeah.
They had Kuku.
Now I remember that song. Okay.
Hapo Zamani.
They had a couple of. You don't have to mention them. People.
The one produced by Savara, which I think is my favorite. They had very many songs. They were hot, basically for a year and a half. And they took a break. They took a break and they didn't explain why. Which I don't think you should explain why. But they did take a break.
They took a break because they had to complete campus. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Most of them were in. I think the guy was in KSL. The other two ladies were doing their finals or something.
Yeah, but okay. So they all had to complete school. So they took a break for that reason. They have been trying to make a comeback.
Me, I normally wonder this. School will always be there. Do you understand that? School will always be there. But maybe I'm wrong. School will always be there.
Yeah.
Can you take a break from education and focus on your career? On your budding career? And then, if it doesn't work out, you can always go back. You can always continue your studies, right?
Yeah, you can always continue
because if they capitalized on their buzz and their fame at that time, they would have gone international in a very major way.
True.
And maybe even go to heights that they didn't expect.
Was it 2015 or 2016? I think 2015, Concord Elegance. They performed a song they had with Octopizzo and they said, oh, this song is coming out. Have you ever had a song of Elani and Octopizzo?
No.
I didn't hear it. And that's part of the Sophomore Slump where your second go at the making a song or a hit or another critically acclaimed album is not so successful. And you wonder why. And
so if you make...
it's not even on Elani alone, it's everyone. Everybody's second album is...
You can't say that about Kanye.
Across...
You can't say that about Kanye.
Yeah, across the demographic.
You can't say that about Casper. You can say that about...
Refiloe. Casper Nyoves.
Yeah, it had many hits.
It only had one hit.
It had many hits.
Mama, I Made It.
It had Mama, I Made It. Mm-hmm. It had... why am I forgetting all these songs? Chill Out. It had... It's just that I'm forgetting the names. But it had... That was just... Because that's a single. It was only one single. You get...
It was a good album. It was actually a good... Oh, it had Ghetto. Anati and...
Actually, that album was dope. I don't know why. You can say that about what's his name, the guy who chucked the guy who's directly linked to, not directly linked, directly compared to Tory Lanez. What's his name?
Black.
Not to no. Trap.
Oh, Trap Soul.
And
Bryson Tiller.
yeah.
That album. His second album was disappointing.
Yeah.
It was actually disappointing.
Yeah.
Very long. Even I think
that one we can comfortably say
no,
Sophomore Slump.
For me personally, Kanye West's second album is my least favorite.
What?
Late Registration. So yeah, that's a slump. That's a slump. Everybody's second album is, but I think maybe we are judging Elani too harshly. Maybe I am judging Elani too harshly on the fact that they haven't released any music, and the reason why I am concerned for them is, will it be as worthwhile as the first album?
Will they even release music?
It's all these things. Maybe they're holding back on the music because of the fear. The sound, they had a very unique sound in 2014.
Fear? What fear?
The landscape has changed. Right now, I think, especially right now, you need. Okay, no, right now you don't. But you probably, out of all the songs you do, you need a club song. You definitely do need a club song. Even Barack Jacuzzi has a club song in his new tape that is not yet out everywhere. Please, Barack Jacuzzi, release Juice Bar.
Yeah, we need to review that.
Release it on everywhere. We can't keep downloading apps to listen to music.
Sad.
So Barack Jacuzzi, he has a club song. So I think, given that demographic, given that Elani didn't have to do a club song because they had such a unique sound, maybe is why they are afraid, or that uncertainty of, can the sound that we have really what is it called, resonate with the current market that is there? Do we need to have a club song? And if we need a club song, where do we go? Magic Senga.
You're on that guy's case, but not necessarily. There are dope producers out here
who
can give you a club banger.
But currently, the way the market is set
a club banger, it has to do the beats or the content. That's all.
Sorry. Mostly beats.
Nah.
Content is zero.
Content.
Zero.
Trust me,
Give me a club banger with
Nataka Kulewa was content. That's a love song.
The Diamond one.
Yeah. Nataka Kulewa was all content.
Bablas. Also, because
that's the beat. That's a beat. Beat and content. Because
that's a perfect.
That was a dance hall.
If
you hear the category placed under it, I mean, that's dancehall music. But if you listen to Nataka Kulewa, that's a bongo love song.
Yeah.
We're talking of a heartbreak.
And
that's why he says
wants to get drunk.
Yeah. So people will actually play it in the club because of
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all you have to know is just the formula.
That's the thing. Is there a formula though?
There's no. Okay, I'll just call it a formula because it makes it mysterious. Like, who has the formula?
No, but there is a formula.
There's no. Okay, I've given the formula then, if there is a formula. Because it's content that someone who's drunk or someone who wants to dance
when they are drunk,
or you get a very banging beat, and that's what Nigerians have done.
They have,
because as in, there are some songs, if you listen without that beat, it's trash.
True.
Without this producer on that track, it's trash. Without those drums or bass line, that's not a club banger.
True. And so for me, the reason why I say there's a formula is because you find, if you look across even the top 40, let's say in the USA, you will find you'll find a certain mix engineer and mastering engineer have several songs, meaning that everybody goes to those people to get their songs done.
Okay, there's a studio called the Hit Factory in America. That's where the Justin Bieber, Chance the Rapper, Lil Wayne, Khalid. That song was made.
Yeah.
And
The
one, yeah. And also, that's where Thriller was made.
Oh, shit. Uh-huh.
And the engineer that works there has been working there since Thriller was made.
The engineer for Thriller?
No, since the one who's... Not like for Thriller. I know one of... I know one of them... Is it the producer or what?
The producer.
Executive producer was
the producer.
The old guy.
Quincy Jones.
But I'm talking about the engineers at Hit Factory are really old. That's what I'm saying.
And it's just
like
it's all the white men that know how to make
music. What? That's a funny thing.
White men who know how to make this.
What I'm saying, like the engineers that were there at Hit Factory studios at the time Thriller was made are still here. Who still mix for The Weeknd, who still mix for Beyonce, all these niggas. Yeah. So I'm trying to say is, okay, there are people
like even in Kenya, if you want your song to hit, who do you take it to master for you? Because I know who I'll take it to. I'll take it to Musyoka. Let Musyoka master that, or Jazz Odongo.
Okay.
See, that's assured.
And that's a really high budget project. Yeah, true. Because it doesn't come cheap also.
Yeah, of course. Even those old white men, you need to pay.
That's where label politics comes in. Like, okay, I'm The Weeknd. Okay, what's the budget for my album? Maybe I've been given an advance for 8 million.
Yeah.
This album will cost, including videos, everything, maybe 4 million.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Sindio? Yeah. And then promo. The album itself too.
Just making the music.
Yeah, making the music. 4 million. Maybe, and then now promo and all that, maybe 2 more million.
Uh-huh.
You get? But it will make so much more because you'll have to do tours.
Yeah. The merchandise that comes with all that.
Exactly.
The press, all that. I don't know. Maybe there is a formula. I actually think there is. You can get into the studio. Let me tell you why. Taylor Swift's producer is called Max Martin. And that guy, every song he touches is just fucking good. It's like he has the Midas touch.
Is it because he just works with A-listers?
Probably. Or maybe he knows something we don't.
Because personally, I don't know how to sing a note. Okay.
I can't belt out. Yeah.
But are you trying to tell me if you put me with Max Martin and with a dope songwriter,
shit,
I'll have a hit? I doubt.
Trust me.
I doubt.
Or even if you don't have a hit. If you don't have a hit, that song will make noise. One hit wonder. There are your dreams. There go your dreams. There go your dreams of being a one hit wonder.
People can buy a hit.
If you have look at it this way. Look at the recent trends that all these labels have been on. Even in Kenya, right now, if the SWAT, Reckless, Wheeler, if those guys do a song with Calligraph, right now
that's a hit.
They hit.
That's a hit.
Because Calligraph is really hot.
He's a big name.
Yeah, he's a big name. One, he's really hot too. And when they do that, so it's like now every artist who's on the come up is like, hey, I should maybe get myself in a position where Calligraph will see me, or I'll be able to do a song with Calligraph. You don't think that's a formula? Looking at it that way, that's a formula. That's like, okay, I need to do this with this.
So there are several formulas.
There are several things. You can either look for the star feature, the writer, the producer, the mix engineer, the mastering engineer. But I'm thinking if you get into a room with Max Martin, he can't release a song that he knows is trash, or he knows that won't appeal to whoever makes the songs hit. So he'll put it. I think that's how even it works here in Kenya. Like if you get into a room with Magic Senga, he won't let a song get out that is not good. He'll put his best foot forward for himself and also for you, and so that he can continue getting the buzz and make sure that this song is mixed and mastered in the best way. And even the budget that is put behind the song is a lot, so much that it can be pushed into the heights of a hit song. That is what I'm thinking. I don't know. That's my take on it. There being a hit, a formula for a hit.
If you need the formula, contact Pitmos Management.
Yeah, actually we should. Those guys should pay us.
Whoa.
Those guys should pay us.
Those guys should pay us. A lot of free promo over here.
What else? What else do you have?
I think we should wrap it up.
Or random shit to talk about.
Random shit. I don't know.
Wait, let me ask you this. Did you see a very interesting story that was on social media? I think last week but one of this nigga who went to buy drinks and he called a Chilean. She came with her friends and they start ordering expensive shit on him. And he's like, I only came here to have beers. You are supposed to buy your own drinks. You girls are supposed to buy your own drinks because you even invited me. And so he left. He paid for his shit and vamoose.
What else was he supposed to do?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
Has
that situation
I
never
see
happened?
no harm. No, personally, no.
What do you think if
I will do exactly what that
happens?
guy did.
Yo,
I see no harm in that.
now let me tell you now. Let me get on some real shit. Like girls who are
Even
all
if I had
the
all
money,
that money,
yeah, still,
I don't think that's even courteous enough to do. Like I never called you and Betty
you called me. I only called you, girl X.
Yeah, let's call her Betty.
Uh-huh.
I never called Betty and Faith and Lakisha and all those people. Yeah.
You only called one person.
I only called one person. So the ex, maybe unless they ordered something. Okay, when they come and they order their own things and they pay for their own things,
That's good.
That's okay.
If we had a prior agreement that I'll pay for your shit, I still expect you to come, but don't come with your friends because that's some bullshit. Like,
yeah, that's actually he did the best thing.
let me tell you now.
The movement still sticks on. Save. What does academic says? Spare you what? Okay.
Here's the thing, yeah. All these girls who are like on some equality and all that shit, but you still want niggas to pay for your drinks. Make up your mind.
Yeah.
Keep the same motherfucking energy. Keep the same energy. If it's paying for shit, if it's equality, it's equality. There's no being flippy floppy over here because now you need the drinks to be bought for you. Yeah, I think that's what I had to get off. What else?
Personally, I don't have any random. As in my day-to-days goings are really
slow.
Not even slow. Like there has not been
a lot of activity.
Yeah,
a lot of buzz.
It's quite routine based. But once there's a lot of buzz, I'll put you guys on the loop. So we can't wait. Like we're waiting to do video. Like we can't wait.
Next week Thursday.
Yeah.
The first video drops, episode 11.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we definitely drop then. That's when we'll release the first video. So any song to play?
Personally, nope. I need to start listening to more Kenyan music.
You haven't been?
Nope.
Let me. So today I'm playing Usishangae by Dai and Basma. Wait, is that Basma? Basma. So Dai and Basma, Usishangae.
Usishangae nimekupenda tangu mwanzo. I love you. Usishangae nimekupenda tangu mwanzo. I love you. Usishangae. I love you. Usishangae. I love you. My heart is yours, your heart is mine. I have loved you from the very beginning. I love you. Usishangae nimekupenda tangu mwanzo.
So that was Dai and Basma with Usishangae. So Pepe, you don't have any song to play today?
Not at all.
Okay, so thank you guys for listening. See you guys next week. Videos. I'm so excited. So next week we have videos. That's definitely. Parting shots. Yeah, continue to share, subscribe, follow us on our socials. Nini. We'll definitely see you guys next week when there are videos. Have a fruitful week. Oh, and pray. Hope and pray that your team doesn't get eliminated. The round of 16 is starting this Saturday. So pray your team doesn't get eliminated. See you. Bye.